On in, my friends. Even if you're the enemy, please come in, talk to me, walk with me through this journey. Somebody tag Daniel Dubois. Somebody get that boy on the line, tell him I feel your pain, man. Somebody talk to Dubois for me, please. I want his opinion on this subject, because it's him that got robbed, right? Congratulations to Alexander Usyk for beating Tyson Fury for undisputed. Even though I feel like you lost the fight, I got to give you the victory because it's in the books, right? And we got to give you the victory over Dubois because it's in the books. You got hit with a so-called low blow and was down for at least 2 to 3 minutes. It's in the books. It's on video. When you got hit by Daniel Dubois, so-called low blow, you never grabbed your crouch. Pause. No Diddy. I don't want to say that no more. You know how I feel about that. I'm an OG, so I might say shit like, oh, man, Daniel Dubois was getting on Usyk ass in that fight. You know what I'm saying? So forgive me. But truth and reality needs to be respected at all times, right? So when I called that fight live, and I'm pretty sure my loyal followers that are very few listen to me because I'm very entertaining when I call the fights live, because I just say what I see. And my vocabulary is different from others. But when I called that fight live, man, Dubois did his thing. And Dubois did not hit Usyk low. Dubois hit Usyk on the belt, which was pulled up higher than usual. Nobody want to talk about that. Nobody want to talk about how he got hit and never grabbed his crouch. And the referee said it was a low blow and gave him tremendous recovery time to get himself back together and to outlast Daniel Dubois and get the job done. But don't nobody want to talk about before the punch. Great boxing match before the so-called low blow. And Dubois was doing his thing. Just like I say Tyson Fury was doing his thing. Now, people are upset about the referee in the Tyson Fury fight. I'm not, because I understood what was going through that man's mind at the time. And everybody that is criticizing this referee has never even reffed the amateur boxing match before and don't know the trouble that they would be in by stopping an undisputed heavyweight fight that has historic value against the man that Jack Reese saw was unconscious against Deontay Wilder, but he popped up like the Undertaker and came back to get a draw. The same man that licked blood off of a black man's neck. This is a fight that Tyson Fury was not supposed to lose. And I say this because of the PFC. The PFC is very strong in boxing. And if you don't think so, you need to go ahead and do your studies. Francis Ngannou, Tyson Fury. PFC. I really wish Ngannou would have won because he would have been the heavyweight champion. How he got a title shot, I don't know. Why don't you ask the PFC? to turn around and get knocked out by AJ, a rock'em sock'em robot, if you ask me. Very technical, and to me, cannot beat Wilder or Usyk or Tyson Fury. But we'll never see it, right? But other than that, back to the Daniel Dubois fight. PFC. That was not a low blow. But we're going to sit here and act like it was. And the PFC from the Usyk fight fans are tremendous. Because even though they saw the replay in slow motion, hit the belt, it was low. In the meantime, between time, Daniel Dubois is out of victory. On to the next. Here we got Tyson Fury styling, looking very, very good in the fight, doing whatever he wanted to do against your top pound for pound fighter. Now, my top pound for pound fighter would never get styled on like that. With yours? Very embarrassing to put your hands on either side of the ropes like Muhammad Ali and get countered with a check hook trying to swing at him. Very embarrassing letting a man put his both hands behind his back and styling on you in a fight. Very embarrassing to let a man throw a 1-2 combination, walk off without looking at you and inviting you in for a challenge. Until your wild left hook landed. When I called the fight, what did I say? He needs a puncher's chance to win. That's the only way Usyk could win the fight. Now, I'm not no prophet, but I just know what I seen. And I saw Tyson Fury doing whatever the fuck he wanted to do for at least 6 to 7 rounds. And when he did get cracked, like all boxers do, he stumbled, he bumbled, he crumbled, and the referee saved him. Why? Because this is a historic fight. And this man has took so much punishment and he has taken so many drugs and he has been in so many controversial fights. Why not make it another? And what did he do after the referee saved him? He bounced back and recovered like everybody thought he would. Most people taking that type of punishment, the next round they go down. Rolly couldn't take that punishment from Pitbull the next round. He went down. They stopped it. Earl Spence couldn't take that punishment the next round. They stopped it. But he took the punishment in the next round. He survived. And I still gave Tyson Fury the last round. Sorry. But I'm cool with a 113, 114 because the rematch, adjustments, not playing with your food. Not playing with your food is important when you're fighting somebody that has power. Now, I'm not finna be the conspiracy guy and really just dig into that crucifix that he was sniffing on. Because I'm a man that always preaches, believe half of what you see and none of what you hear. I said, I am a man that preaches and has been taught to believe half of what you see and none of what you hear. So I hear the noise that he took an inhaler or whatever he did, but I can't prove it. I saw what I saw, and maybe it was a crucifix, and maybe he is very religious. I don't know. I know one thing. You can't fool me. And it is well known that men will do anything to survive. It's human nature. So I ain't gonna be naive and say, hey, it wasn't no inhaler. And I'm not gonna be stupid to say it was. I'm just saying I'm very, very suspicious. Very. And I'm gonna leave it at that. But as far as that goes, he still won the 12th round. Crucifix or none. And that right there should have gave him the victory. But I'm not a judge. You ain't no judge. Still a great fight. I want to see the rematch in October. And want to see the adjustments. And I really want to go back to Dubois. Like, I know he was watching that fight and was very happy because it gives him an opportunity to do what he has to do to get back in the ring. And a lot of people want to see that rematch. I know I do. The heavyweight division is lit right now. And it's up for grabs because anybody can get knocked out in heavyweight, right? Shout out to Deontay Wilder. Must move on. A lot of people write him out. I can never write any heavyweight out. I can never write any heavyweight out because of the title. Heavy. These guys have heavy hands and can knock you out with one blow. So the heart is what comes into play with me. And I ain't never really seen nobody with more heart than Deontay Wilder. Fuck the skills and fuck his knockout abilities. I know that he takes on all comers and don't duck the red and calls out people. That's what I enjoy in boxers. So for him with Zane, you know I'm predicting Wilder. It's not because of race. It's because of the power, and I feel like Zane is stiff. He's stiff, and he's ready for the taking. He's ready for the plucking. He's ready for all of that shit. So, we'll see. Prove me wrong again. This is what this is all about, y'all. You pick your guy, I pick my guy. If my guy loses, you can say, aha. If my guy wins, I can say, aha. You know, that's the fun of it, but people take it personal. You know, people take this boxing shit personal and act like they grew up with these guys. You know, a lot of people act like they get paid a cut when they win off their purse. It's troubling. But you know me, I'm gonna keep my household running the way I'm supposed to run my household, and don't worry about the Joneses next door, because you know Jones next door doing what they want in their house. I can't be peeping through their windows and wondering how the fuck they getting it on. I don't be peeping through mine. Just let me talk my shit. And if you don't feel like Dubois got robbed, that's on you. That's on you, Jack. Robbery in the 10th degree. Vicious body shot. And that's what I was hoping Tyson Fury would do. I mean, he went to the body, but not like I wanted him to. He was too busy styling. You heard Tyson Fury post-fight. I posted it. I listened to him. He's like, yo, I was having so much fun, mate. He was having fun, y'all. And I had somebody on my chat type in that he was, you know, the greatest heavyweight of all time. And that's when the fight shifted. You put that energy into the universe. I want to say it was Mexican G. You put that energy into that universe. It was Angel. I think it was Angel that said that. And I blasphemed him. And I cast that thought to hell, because you'll never be better than someone you're trying to emulate. Yeah. God bless the dead Muhammad Ali. You were doing everything in the ring that night that Muhammad Ali would do. And I knew you lost that weight for a real reason, because you wanted to box and show off your boxing skills. But that backfired. You should have came in just like you came in with Deontay. And you probably would have had a different outcome, because you still have the skill sets taught to you by, God bless the dead, Emmanuel Stewart, and you utilized them, but you had a little too much fun, and you got caught and you paid for it, and you lost the fight for having too much fun, because you know, and I know, well, not everybody knows, but judges do not like that style. Come on, man. Somebody talk to me and work with me. Judges do not like that style of boxing, and they judge against it. Come on now. Shout out, God bless the dead, to Pernell Whitaker. All the robberies against him. The judges do not like that style. They will judge against you. So with him emulating Muhammad Ali, these judges die out. They are not some shit that you can fire, or, you know, these guys been around before you were born and probably before your mother was born. And they do not like that style. You know, the Mexican style is the best style for a judge. You know, and that's because they're trading blows and they're not trying to duck punches. Something they would do if they was a fighter. Because working on that back foot is an art form. Being able to hit and not get hit is an art. It's something that should be in you. Reflex, hand-eye coordination, instinct-wise. Rhythm. Footwork. Vision. The ruler. I really like the way Tyson Fury used his length early on. It's the carelessness, bro. The carelessness and the disregard for another man in front of you. If you don't respect somebody that's trying to kill you, that's your business, and you deserve to lose that fight. Now, I understand the showboating early on, but you know when the championships rounds come, and you know as an experienced fighter that your hands need to be up. Now, putting your hands behind your back, you're showcasing a skill set like you're just one of a kind. Maybe a few years ago, you maybe have gotten away with that, but you're an older man now. You got heart, but you lost a step, and that's just the fact. Skill set wise, I think Tyson Fury could have easily beaten him if he had not took him for granted and played and showboated and kept that stick and kept him at the end of that jab. Uppercuts were landing at will. I don't know what type of fight you was watching, but they landed at will because Usyk was charging in, throwing the left hook wild, and it eventually landed. I don't know if you know what I'm saying, like, didn't listen to my live or not, but I said it. I said Usyk needs a fucking puncher's chance to win this fight. He needs to wing one and catch Fury. I said it because I said Fury is putting on a master class, if you ask me, because he was doing whatever the fuck he used the whole entire ring. The whole entire ring, bro, for like the first 6-7 rounds, man, clowning, having fun, looking at the crowd, grabbing the ropes like Ali. The only thing he did not do was the Ali shuffle. I'm sorry. That is the only thing he did not do and could not do, does not have the rhythm. Anything else, he did it, Ali style. Even got dropped like Ali. When Frazier dropped him, remember? And got back up, but Frazier dropped him immediately. He staggered rope to rope. Hey, man, if they would have stopped that fight, don't you know the controversy? Oh, they would have raised hell, man. You can't, man, you got to let him get beat. We want to see another round. Shout out to Shaquille O'Neal. Remember that dunk contest with the guy that played for Orlando Magic? And he jumped over the mascot, and I think he was in the dunk contest with what's his name, Levine? And you know the guy from Orlando won that dunk contest, right? But they just wanted to see more and more. And Shaq kept giving these guys 50s and 50s. And then eventually the dude ran out of dunks. Like, but you won that fucking dunk contest when you jumped over the mascot and took the ball underneath your legs like you were sitting in a chair, bro. But by them wanting to see more, Levine took the title. So these guys out here, they know you better not stop that motherfucking fight. This is a historic fight. We want to see one of the old school knockdown dragouts. He's a heavyweight. He licked blood off the back of Deontay Wilder's neck. He's a savage. He got knocked down in the first fight of Deontay Wilder and was knocked clean out. And Jack Reese was yelling in his ear and he woke back up. Yeah, we want to see him fight. Referee, you better not stop this fucking fight. What kind of pressure you think this man was under? You just so quick to man, perfect example, G. Even the Ryan Garcia fight, bro, with Devin Haney, my nigga. You got to understand this man's plight. He just last year was in a bloodbath with Earl Spence and Terrence Crawford. Then bloodbath recently with Tim Tszyu and Fundora. Now, in this motherfucking fight where nobody in the world, I didn't predict it. Only people that really predicted Ryan Garcia was Ryan Garcia fans and people that was really hating on Devin Haney, and not confident that he had power, like me. You know what I'm saying? But I thought he would outbox Ryan. I didn't know he was going to go in there and go trade with a power puncher. So when the referee sees that, he's probably thinking the same fucking thing we thinking, bro. He's a man. He's a human being. And he's seeing this man get beat. Somebody that probably looked just like his nephew, a brother. And it's the referee's discretion to call a foul or a warning. He chose to take the points. I feel to save the man's life. I joked immediately after the fight that he got paid like Tony Weeks in the Barroso fight. But it was just jokes. And after I slept on that shit, I thought about it. I was like, man, he saved Devin's life, bro. Because Ryan Garcia, with the velocity of the punches and the power that the force that he was throwing his punches with, bro, even catching the man with the elbow at times, was trying to hurt that man severely. He was trying to kill that brother unconsciously, not even knowing it. He was trying to hit him with all his might. And if the referee would have just gave him a warning, bro, and he would have commenced to getting back on his ass, there's no telling what type of damage Devin Haney would have sustained, man. I'm just saying, man. So he might be a heaven sent for real, because don't nobody want to report on no brain damage Devin, on no Devin that in the hospital fighting for his life, Devin. If you do, you a hater, and I cast you to hell. Just like I cast that nigga to hell that was at the Cody Crowley-Jerron Ennis conference, and the man spilling his heart out, telling you that his father committed suicide, and the pussy nigga in the crowd talking about kill yourself. Yeah, I cast you to hell too. Anybody that thought it was funny. Yo, Gilly, he was with you, I think. Straighten your guy. Hey, Joe, we don't play like that. A lot of people in 2024 think it's real fun to do pranks. Well, man, just wait till we die out, man, to do your pranks, you know what I'm saying, on your own generation, because we don't play like that. Never played like that. Never was to record no criminal activity type shit. That's police activity. Man, when I was coming up, you brought a fucking camera in the trap house, man. You was the police. If we outside hustling, my nigga kicking and smoking and drinking and some shit pop off and you start recording, bro, you the police. But now in 2024, it's fun, it's cool to record a homicide and then get the license plate number when they drive off. You the police. And it's cool to be the police now. Just like in boxing, they trying to change the rules, bro. The PFC is supporting everything for boxers that can make them money. And you know who they really want to be on top, because who's public enemy number one in the world? For those that know what I'm talking about. So they don't want us on top. And they're going to do everything in their power to make it that way. So we got to fight against the powers that be. And it's hard, man. How many motherfucking chances Lomachenko got to get a goddamn undisputed title? How many losses that mother lover got? It's hard, man, getting a shot. It's hard, man. So when you getting all these opportunities, man, you got to understand people's journeys, man. Like Terrence Crawford didn't get them opportunities. Of course he got Earl Spence. But damn, look how long he had to do it. Fucking Bob Arum talking about, I fucking could have bought a house in Beverly Hills. Bitch, you wasn't giving them the fights. Yeah, old motherfucker, you was living in the days when they was saying don't go in that bathroom because you're not white. Bob, I don't trust white guys that age. I'm sorry. They can be the goodest guys in the world, can have a church, preacher, family, kids. You came up in them times, man, you're suspect because you was okay with the way of life back then. Not making you a bad person. You might have been the greatest guy in the world, helped Negroes when they were hungry and everything back there in the 40s and the 50s. But you was okay with telling a Negro, hey, man, don't go in there. That's a white bathroom now. Go on over there. Tell your mama I said, hey. Oh, okay, Mr. Arum. I'm just saying, I ain't saying he said that, but you were living in the times where it was okay to drive by and see some motherfuckers out there hanging bitches from trees, man. That was acceptable back then. Like, oh, they got him one. Oh, that's terrible. Hey, man, go to the deli so we can get some deli meat. Yeah, man, it was okay to have your children out there saying, oh, wait, teach me how to tie a rope. These are the times that we live in. So you got to understand that change is come. Ain't no more thinking you can just get it your way, man. People are more deceitful than they were back in the old days. At least back then, they'll tell you they ain't like you. Yeah, they made it very well known. Now they smiling in your face. Telling you they're going to give you an opportunity and you don't get an opportunity. And the cards are always stacked against certain people. The scorecards are always premeditated. For some reason, how the fuck we getting these ridiculous scorecards? Because they were already written. Hey, man, you got to go in there and do what the fuck you got to do. You can't be playing with your food. That's why I ain't really mad about Tyson Fury losing. You supposed to lost that motherfucking fight, but Daniel Dubois beat Usyk, though. Yeah, man, when he got hit in his fucking nuts, he ain't even grab his balls. He just went down. Oh. Rewatching that fight is key. Rewatching that blow is key. Recording it, slowing it down is key. To look and see, well, fuck it, look at my video, I did it. Yeah, give me some likes. Hit my like, hit my subscribe. Get me up to 1,000 to 1,000,000 subscribers, man. Prolific shit, man. We trying to make movies. We ain't just talking boxing. Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm not a perfect mother lover, man. I just got out the federal penitentiary, man. Give your boy a shot. I swear to God. Hey, I be seeing through shit, man. You ever heard of someone saying they had the spirit of discernment? My mother had that. I'm pretty sure I possess some of her qualities. Because I discern shit, man. We all take traits from our parents, just like Devin take traits from his father. And people wonder why they don't like Devin. Because you co-sign everything your daddy say, mother lover. If you stop co-signing shit, we'll love Devin. My son's the face of boxing. Hey, man, come on, Dad. I want to fight the face of boxing. Straighten shit, bro. That's all. Real men straighten shit. Once you get old enough to leave the nest, man, you supposed to stray from your mother and your father and cling to your wife. Right? So if your father is still being dominant in your life and running shit as you are a man, you are still a boy. And you know, young is in your eye, because we have people in China feeding their whole family at the age of 6 and 7. While their parents are at work, they're cooking full course meals. It's all about how you train your children. You laugh and giggle at and make fun of black people when they got guns and shit. But at the same time, man, it's supposed to be like that. Because if you ain't got no gun in 2024, I'm sorry to tell you, man, you're in the way. But then on the other side of the street, it's beautiful when you see the little white children learning how to unload and shoot guns, and they got the goggles on and they're doing everything correctly. But they're still the same age as these people that you made fun of with guns. So it's a double-sided sword. You getting cut on both sides. You can't win if you're losing. That's why I don't like arguing with motherfuckers, man, because if I see you have a different perspective as me, I'm not going to try to convince you. And if I tell you something that's factual and you still don't believe me, I'm talking to a brick wall. And when you engage in a conversation with somebody that is a brick wall state of mind, it turns your mind into a brick wall. Because you crashing, bro. You wasting breath. Breath that can be manifested over the internet talking some real shit. You know? That's like females, man. You know, you get into it with your bitch. Yeah. And she just keep repeating the same shit over and over. And she gets you to a point where you so mad you want to get your point across. You keep repeating the same shit. And it's just like, come on, that's 6th, 7th grade type shit. You feel me? And you get caught up in that shit, and now you a 6th and 7th grader. Are you smarter than a 6th, 7th grader? I know the secret. I know when you get into it with a bitch, you supposed to ignore her. Because that's the worst thing in the world. They hate it. So it's just like niggas. If a nigga talking shit and acting like a bitch, ignore him. You said what you said, right? Hey, man, I meant what I said when I said what I said. I said it again like I said it then, because ain't no shame in my game. And I do my thing from Frisco to Maine, from San Fran to Japan. You understand? It's all about the money game with me. So you ain't talking about no money. You ain't talking about no bitches. You ain't talking about how to get no money. You ain't talking, really, like, if I'm on this shit talking boxing, that's cool, man. I like to talk about everything. But if it's some bullshit, G, I'm going to ignore you. I don't care about trolls. I don't care about none of that weak ass shit, G. I'm just a different breed. And a lot of niggas don't understand that there. So they try to push a button and try to figure you out. But you can't figure real men out, because it ain't no mystery. It's always yes and no with me. You ask me a question, it's either yes or no. And if you say, I see, he answered it. Ain't that a bitch? I'm like, okay, but you don't want me to explain why I said it? And if you like, no, I just won't explain it. You know? Like, I want to see Shakur versus Tank, but I know that shit ain't gonna happen. Not no time soon. Why would it? That's stupid. Tank the face of boxing. For the black peoples, at least. Canelo the face of boxing for the Mexican people. And the white people, at least. I feel like Ali is the face of boxing all time. And the living face of boxing is Floyd. And the active face of boxing, Canelo and Tank. That's just what it is, man. You can throw it up in the air, blow it out your ass, however motherfucking way you want to fit it. You can pick one and close your eyes, I won't be mad. But why the fuck would they not do a rehydration clause for his division, for anybody that he fights, when they making money off this Negro? Somebody got to tell me why. And then you got to tell me why niggas are scared to get on the rehydration clause. Are you scared that your skills won't pay the bills? Talk to me. You know, you can look at it on both sides. Now, if it was me and I had Tank signed for 6 or 7 contract deal, I'm going to be in everybody's ear too. Like, hey, man, you think you can help me out with a little PFC? And the motherfucking Gilberto or Suleiman, he going to say, what's in it for me? We already getting money off this nigga. Hey, man, I don't know how that shit work. I know they get money off Tank. They get money off Canelo. They get money off these boys being successful, man. They don't get really, they hate for them to lose. Like Tyson Fury losing fucked the game up. Earl Spence losing to Terrence Crawford fucked the game up. Devin Haney losing to Ryan Garcia fucked the game up. Anytime you splack Las Vegas, my nigga, you fuck the game up. It's not in the plans. You feel me? And if you don't think that Earl Spence losing to Terrence Crawford fucked the money bag up, I don't know what y'all looking at in boxing. And Tyson Fury was the favorite. He fucked the bag up with all that showboating shit. He had to put on a performance for the crowd. You know? I mean, you know what was next. He wasn't gonna get no fucking rematch to no fucking Usyk if he won this fight, bro. Come on, man. You know what was next. Money bag. They fucking up the money bag, man. AJ love it. I don't think AJ want to fight Fury. It's a matchup, and I think he already felt Usyk power. He feel like he can do something to avenge that. He want that third fight. But the powers that be wanted that motherfucking Tyson Fury AJG. I'm telling you, man. All right. And EJ losing to Terrence Crawford, fuck the bag up, because EJ was supposed to get the Canelo fight. Shh. Now what Canelo saying about Crawford? No. No. I don't give a fuck how much money Turkey Al-Rashid got. I'm not fighting him. I just fought a little bitty nigga. Yeah, I just fought Charlo, and, you know, people gonna say I'm beating up on little people now. Of course, PFC type of statements. When you got that PFC state of mind, you gonna say PFC type of statements, especially if you are being protected by the PFC. And we all know who the PFC is by now, and you all know what PFC means. Protection. These men are protected for good reason, man. Money. Fees. That's the crew. You can add the commission. They gonna green light it. They all in cahoots, bruh. Take the heat off Tank. Put the rehydration clause. It ain't his fault. He ain't even know they was gonna do it. Damn, why you did me like that? Because we need you to motherfucking win, bitch. You got 6, 7 fights. You don't need nobody coming in there trying to weight bully you. You's a little bitty nigga. Even though it's not my fault, Tank Little. That's God's fault. God made that man itty bitty. I didn't make him like that, bro. He powerful, though. But they know that they got to do something, man. Got to keep the money rolling. Got to keep that money rolling, man. And if you ain't in that state of mind, you will never be successful in business, in life. Tank understands that you just can't please the fans nowadays. It ain't like the old days. The young niggas is right. The young niggas is right. It ain't like the old days no more. The young niggas is right, dog. And that's the discord that young niggas and old niggas got. You see what I'm saying? Like when we was young, dog, the young niggas was right. The young niggas was right. Nigga, you couldn't tell me shit when I was 18, 19. Fuck that. 16, 17, 18, 19. All the way up till I went to the feds when I was 29 years old, G. You couldn't tell me a fuck thing, bro. Nothing. Not my mama. God bless the dead. Not my daddy. Nobody. Except the police. When they said freeze. And the warden. When they said lockdown. And the PO. When she said piss. But you couldn't tell me shit other than that. You couldn't tell me nothing. Not my bitch. Not my children's. Not my mama. Nobody. Except God. Now you got these young niggas in the same state of mind, dog. And you still trying to convince these niggas to change. And they trying to change the game. It's called innovation. Like, people made fun of the Victorville shell and was like, oh, man, what the fuck is Ryan Garcia doing? And, man, 2-1 with the Victorville. He lost one with Tank, did a good show with Oscar, and one with Devin. When Ali was doing the rope-a-dope, niggas thought the same thing, man. Oh, this nigga crazy. He letting Foreman punch on him? This nigga finna die. You already heard the ring walk when Ali was coming out. All you 2024 Google heads, go gadget, Google that. Google Ali ring walk against Foreman and what he said to his crew. Y'all niggas looking like y'all finna get in the ring. Scared to death. Nigga, I'm the one finna get in the ring. Motherfucker, and went in the ring and did what? Rope-a-dope. Some shit they made fun of. Like, what the fuck is he doing? He finna die. But he won the fight. You gotta do whatever the fuck you gotta do to survive. Shout out to Usyk for beating Tyson Fury, but I still think you lost, bro. That's my opinion. And you got a lot of people be mad at people for giving opinions, but I'm never mad. You got people that say Tank can knock out everybody. Everybody. Anybody he gets in the ring with. Everybody, bro. And you got to respect that. Just like you got to respect the fact that if I respect the fact that you think Tank can knock everybody out, you got to respect the fact that if he fights Shakur, he'll beat him all 12 rounds and take his heart. Because, fuck it, I'm just going off what Shakur said. He said keep the same energy, send the contract, and I promise you, I'm going to beat him all 12 rounds, and I'm going to take his heart, and he ain't going to like that. Now, y'all can say he running, he going to run 12 rounds if you want to, but it just shows me that you're not looking at the other side. You ain't looking at the fact that it's Tank's job to cut the ring off and use that power that can stop anybody and knock everybody out. So now I'm in the point in the situation in my life as a man that I think Shakur can beat Tank, but now that y'all say that he can knock everybody out, and I'm respecting that, just like you should respect my mind, I want to see it. I want to see somebody hunt Shakur down, cut the ring off, and knock him out. I want to see Shakur Stevenson get knocked out. Because I don't think it can happen. I want to see Tank Davis, not nobody else. I don't want him to lose to Frank Martin. I don't want him to lose to Cepeda or whoever he gonna fight after Frank Martin. I don't want him to lose to the winner of Pitbull and El Rayo, who he probably will fight after Cepeda. And I don't want to see Tank lose to any other bum that he probably fights before he gets to Shakur, which is probably 6th or 7th on that 6th or 7th contract deal. I don't want to see, just like Shakur didn't want to see Ryan Garcia beat Devin Haney because he wanted to be the one that beat him. And Tank was cool with Ryan Garcia beating Devin Haney because he hates Devin Haney. And when you have hate in your heart, you want to see your brother lose, bro. Now, I'm a true believer to say whoever you are and be proud of it, like Mario Barrios, who is my favorite Mexican fighter, because after every fight, this man gets in the microphone and gives shouts out to his La Raza. But for a nigga like me to say that I root for all my brothers, that is becoming racist in 2024. So fuck you, call me what you want to, but I would never root against Devin Haney when he fights somebody like Ryan Garcia. But Tank will, because there's hate involved. And anytime you have any type of hate in your soul, you are something that I disassociate with. Now, I don't hate Mexicans or white people, but just like Mario Barrios, I love my people. And you love your mother and your sister and your brother more than anybody else in the world, don't you? And will die for them. That is me too. And everybody that I am related to. All of us are related in some way, especially after God killed everybody and flooded the earth and Noah had to repopulate. We all born from Noah, remember? Separated by imaginary lines and water. So if you in Mexico, you're still here in America with me, brother. It's just an imaginary line. And they make fun of Mexican people for crossing the imaginary line border. Something that they were already here before they created that imaginary line. And for the brothers over there in the UK, in Africa, Saudi Arabia, India, Turkey, the Caribbeans, wherever you are, we are only separated by water. We are still on earth. And you don't believe what you see, I can understand that. Because I said believe half of what you see and none of what you hear. But if you don't analyze what you see, something's wrong with you. Now, I done told you to go back and rewatch that fight. And if it was a low blow, straighten me then. Because I know what I saw, and I analyzed what I saw. Because I didn't want to believe it at first. And I had to say, damn it, I might be being biased because he's a brother. Even though he's not from America, he still has my complexion, and I know he's from African descent. So I had to rewatch the motherfucking tape so I can dispute my bias. And when I rewatched the fight 100 times, I'm exaggerating, but I watched that fight a lot of times, and that was not a motherfucking low blow. And I cast anybody to hell to think it was. Daniel Dubois beat Usyk and should have been in there with Fury. Jury. Undisputed. I'm sorry. He might have lost to Fury. But he should have been in there. And you can tell me whatever the fuck you want to tell me, man. I hear a lot of people say they don't put heavyweights on pound for pound, but now everybody on the bandwagon dragging on this man nuts, talking about he pound for pound over Crawford because of Crawford's path. But look at the roadblocks and the goddamn blocks that Crawford had to go through to get a fucking Earl Spence fight. Please. You think this man ain't want to fight all the killers? He is a killer. And Bob Arum said he could have built a house in Beverly Hills with all the money he lost on Crawford. But bitch, you ain't putting him in the ring with nobody. Shakur Stevenson been over there at top rank forever and couldn't get a Lomachenko fight. You know why? Because he sparred him. And Lomachenko knows he can't beat Shakur Stevenson. Now he got a choice to make. Which one he gonna pick, Tank or Shakur or his countryman? They say he don't want to fight his people. I can understand that, and I can respect that. But who you gonna pick? You want undisputed, don't you? Yeah, that was your lifelong dream, man. You get all the shots to become undisputed. All these losses you done took, the magical loss they tried to erase off your record. You an old man now. The young people don't respect old people no more, but now all of a sudden they respect Lomachenko. Anybody else, he old. When he was fighting Devin Haney, Lomachenko was old to the Tank fans. Now, all of a sudden, he's not old to the Tank fans. Rude exposure. In 2024, it is considered rude to tell the truth. Hit my like. Hit my subscribe. Get me up to 1 million subscribers. Fuck 1,000. I'm sick of saying that shit. Please.